we move on to our second quarterfinal of the day, where we have not human and night elf, but orc and undead. It is 1-0 versus Soin. 1-0, of course, a household name for more than 5 years, I think 6 years by now. Still one of the younger players in the scene, but also one of the most successful ones. With that, we have the tale of the tape. Soin cements himself as one of the top 8 players in Asia. Whenever he plays, I feel there's a very, very good shot of him making it into the playoffs. While 2 years ago or something, it was kind of rare that he made it into the top 8, surviving the group stage. That wasn't the norm at all. But now, it's the norm that he is in the top 8. And he achieved that before. This match will determine Foggy's opponent. It's once again a best of 3. And we have seen Happy versus Focus at the War 3 Champions Finals to see the very, very best state of this. And now we have a comparison. We got Soin as the orc in the upper right. We got 1-0 as the blue undead. DK Tetfiend build order. And on the other side, we got a Farseer Headhunter opening. So I wonder if they watched Theorycraft to see how Carson dissected this matchup. So Farseer will harass. I wonder how much 1-0 can creep and how aggressively he's doing this. Looks like this can be expected and can be creep jacked, and that should be a lot of damage already on the DK early on. Item and experience goes to 1-0. That was a big one. Yeah, if you do such a predictable creep camp, you must be sure that your opponent is getting there. You must be sure that that you get it. It's a little confusing that Blizzard went with green undead and purple night elf. We don't give a shit what Blizzard does, right? Do we? Everything the community does is better than what they do. So, we're right. That's my take on it. True. So yeah, despite the Farseer, 1-0 gets a little bit of creeping done. Not really close to level 2, of course, which hurts. Fact, true, good take. I like it. And of course, this is designed for Soin to buy time for the fast tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, who's gonna get the last hit? Creating some distance. Soin is chipping away. Ooh, that was close. Nice play by 1-0. Most of this experience comes from skeletons. Now the headhunters are creeping with support of the wolves, so the wolves are tanking. Headhunters doing damage, never in trouble of getting sniped. And that's level 2 for the Farseer. A little bit of extra mana, a little bit of extra HP. Chain lightning unlocked. Very good mana management, actually. Oh, wow, Soin knows that 1-0 is coming. But yeah, very limited forces. He has like 2 coils maybe. And 2 fiends. That's not much. Also waiting for the Nova to do some damage. Love that watch award. Can always see when the orc is approaching the middle, or in this case goes creeping. T2 should be finished very, very soon. Then I'm curious if he's going Shadowhunter or TC. Both viable. And the multitasking of Soin works out. Really cool. Thank you, Roscoe Elite, for the tier 1 sub. Much love, man. Much love. Oh, and snare, a little unfortunate. Could be blocked. Wee, that is definitely a coil force, is it not? The block of Soin is exceptional. And the fiends are all kind of low. So, next question is, where's the statue? When is the statue coming? Oh, he has a Shadow Hunter. He has the Hex and there's no mana anymore. 1-0 losing a fiend in the early mid game. And that means the Shadow Hunter is already paid off.
The player's forces are under attack.
Can add more pressure. Can control the map a lot better. 1-0 has to wait for tier 3 to really get something done. Rough early game now. As the damage is mitigated. He didn't kill a single headhunter, right? I don't think he did. So 19-month resub, much love. Next last hit goes to the Shadow Hunter, but the Nova was secured here. Wind of Mana stealing can be really good. Lots of skeletons here. 6 at a time, and finally a Nova kills the Headhunter as well, but that's a very good early game by Soin. Roscoe Elite with the 10 gifted subs, my man. That's sick. First you sub yourself for the first time, and now the big gifters, the big gifters. Glad to have you here, mate. Thank you very much. We have a sub goal here for 1500. That's always a good baseline here. So thank you very much. 1-0 starts to get some creeping done again, but the chain lightning, wonderful. Sesso gifting a sub to Chechi. Much appreciated. It was super cool to see you in the cup yesterday, Chechi.
The player's forces are under attack.
Hope to see that again. But yeah, Fiend lost, Town Portal lost, a little bit of experience lost. Just all not great. Chechi gives the sub himself. Oh man, what a nice give and take. It's Roscoe Light. Ah, okay. Okay. Thank you. Also using the bits to say that. Roscoe, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The player's forces are under attack.
Dark Ray the third. Red spot goes to Soin as well. Level 3 hype train. Damn. Boosted up. 2-2. Not saying that this is unwinnable for 1-0. Of course it is. As long as there's Coil Nova, there's always a shot. But 3-3-1 heroes against 3-2-1. Headhunter's upgraded. Kodo is in. Speed scroll. Yeah, Soin wants to brawl. There's a Destroyer online. Raider gets almost nuked. Oh man, that was kind of a wasted Coil Nova then. Very unfortunate. Destroyer takes a lot of damage. Scroll of the Beast. If he keeps the TC alive, this looks like a good fight here. Oh my god, Destroyer gone. Kodo comes in, can have a second snack attempt, and he gets it. Not too successful at the first attempt at the buffet, but... oh boy. TC falls finally, but I think he got his storms off. It's a little bit risky now. It's a little bit unfortunate to fight without a speed aura, against the speed aura. But he's not losing much. Wonder what the transition is for 1-0. He's been a fan of Abominations. I'm not the biggest fan. Just, I don't know, lack of damage. Gets focused relatively quick, or just eaten. But that TC kill... wait, was it Aura, not Stomp? No, it's Stomp, not Aura. was about to say, I saw a storm, didn't I? 1-0 seems to feel fine as long as there's no tiny Great Hall. He's checking for that. Could go for the mercenary camp, but it's very risky. And he's catching up in levels. 332 is nice. Very tanky DK, a little unfortunate. Healthstone and Ring for the TC, plus Invul and Heal Scroll. Wee, I love this inventory. Ah, yeah, he got detected here. Focus fire on the Kodo. Good move. Heal wave is of course there. Ghouls are coming in. Could be snacked, but the nuke is too heavy. Sick! Storm. Had to use the invul for it. Burrow is good, but there is reveal. Chain lightning, super close. Clutch coil for the undead. Needs the ghouls, but the TC is finding way too many openings, I think. How fast will 1-0 run out of steam is the question. Had to go for a mana potion. That's more coils. Level 4 now. You can trade headhunters versus fiends, of course. But that fight looked really good for 1-0 in the end. Supply lead with the undead now. That mana potion saved him immensely. So that was an invul potion as well gone for Soin. Feels like the damage just wasn't there yet. Red spot claimed for the undead. Battle bongos. 7% extra damage on fiends. We like that. And is it just me, or is 1-0 getting better with the Dark Ranger Black Arrow? Once again, multiple skeletons at the same time, getting closer to happy level. Creep check now. Did 1-0 buy a TP? Yes, he did. True shot for the Shadow Hunter. Ooh, that's great. So can he take out the Destroyer again? The nuke on the TC is excellent. Wonder... Oh, he has no invul potion anymore. 4-4 on both second heroes. Should be better for the Lich. We have walkers coming in. Okay, Spirit Link. Nice addition. Just aiming for the DK. Trying to force a TP off of him, but 1-0 says no. Just takes that fight and annihilating these headhunters for now. Long range coil without getting in danger. This game didn't look good at all for the undead until the first fight, but now in the fights themselves, 1-0 is clearly the superior player. Keeps the Destroyer safe, keeps the heroes safe, dispels the wolves and the Spirit Link. Soin is trailing a bit. There's a Coil Nova, reserved for that TC. Is there a heal wave though? Needs to go for it fast! And he didn't. GG! Wow! Impressive fighting skills by 1-0. The first one at the shop got him the lead, and the second one at the turtle spot got him the win. Soin had a good early game, but then I think he overcommitted. He was a little bit too greedy to go for the red spot upper left, and we got the the bottom right already. But yeah, 1-0 is a good fighter. It's a good fighter. Yeah, this started off well and ended pretty horribly, I gotta say. Once the undead levels are up, I mean, I think the breaking point here is the TC kill, even though it's only level 1. If you can't level him and can't get him to level 3, that's kind of rough. You're easily the best esports commentator I've ever heard. How many did you listen to? 1? I'm doing my part. Thanks for the praise, man. Thanks for the praise. Choo-choo indeed. I've been watching esports since War 3 replays. Wow, so I'm better than Freak? That's nice. 2. Yeah, I'm pretty self-aware that, in my opinion, there's better casters out there. My strengths are holding everything together, this whole project thingy, and push the boundaries a little bit and set the tone. I think that's my strength. Freak was awesome, yeah, man. And a great League of Legends career afterwards. The big esports. But appreciate the love, Roscoe. Appreciate the love. Great interview, Charisma. Dude, did you see my happy interviews, man? It's rough. But then I saw Remo doing the happy interview and it wasn't better and it felt so good. It felt so good. I think the only one who's able to interview Happy is Todd. Are we getting all 4 quarterfinals today? Of course, Jay. And tomorrow semifinals and grand finals best of 5. And this is match points for 1-2-0 here. But I think Soin is up there. Imagine this match 2 years ago. 1-2-0 would have been the clear favorite. No questions asked. This would have been a 2-0. But Soin holds his ground here. Really shows his growth in the past couple of months. Maybe 1.5 years. The only thing that Happy destroys more than his opponents are his interviewers. It's true. Very true. Happy wins every interview. True. Yeah, I think it's more like we have to get better at interviewing him, not the other way around. Summerfinals are tomorrow. 1 PM. So once again, Ted Fiends, no surprise, this is the way. Wonder, like, this is interesting that 1-2-0 went for the Lich second, not the Dark Ranger second. Seems to be the superior style. Maybe he doesn't feel too comfortable with the Dark Ranger, maybe values Nova, maybe he felt like he needs some impact in the fight. Or maybe he wasn't able to get to the tavern at the required time. Predictions! You are right! I totally forgot about that. We'll set it up in a second. 1-2-0. So here's your predictions. Yeah, sorry, not my number one priority when it comes to stream production. Man, I remember syncing up the audio on iTunes to replay the game good old days. The only real way to listen to audio comments was Winamp. iTunes. New kid. When I started listening to Shoutcast, iTunes wasn't even invented. Nah, man. Great that you're still around after all these years. Whips the llama's ass, indeed. Windows Media Player, get the F out of my channel. Winamp the only way, the only real way. I can't accept VLC later, or FUBAR later, but Media Player, Last hit, super important, gets it. This time, Soin seems to be a little more aggressive. Brings the headhunters to the harass. Okay, I'm out. Just apologize and you can stay. It's all good. It's all good. Just admit defeat.
The player's forces are under attack.
It always feels very hard to keep the DK away from level 2. But he put some damage onto him again. Feels like in many matchups, the priority of the non-undeads is to get the DK to 50%. And then you got map control and you can move on to bigger camps and get more experience than your opponent, and then you get the advantage that way. Kids born when Google existed. Right? We used Alta Vista. I think my first search engine was Alta Vista. Then I moved on to Yahoo, and then it was Google at some point. Chain Lightning deny. Oh, Lycos, I remember that too. That dog as the icon, right? Or as a logo. I remember that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why did everyone change to Google? I think Google was the only page that just had the search bar. All the other search engines got flooded with like news and ads, and they were just focusing on other things, and their search engines wasn't that good anymore. So Google just had the search bar, and that's it. And they had the best results. Yahoo and Lycos, they all tried to become like a news outlet with a search bar integrated or something.
The player's forces are under attack.
Oh, big mana potion here. 1-0 clearly in the lead if you ask me. Like, the dominant position alone, stealing the top away from his opponent, that's never really supposed to be that way. Shadowhunter creeps the middle and got both middle spots.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Dark Ranger push already. This is a lot of skeletons, and you can see how influenced 1-0 is by Happy. Like, this is like a carbon copy of what Happy does. Not the Dark Ranger second pick. That is something a lot of people have done. But the amount of skeletons he gets, the timings he's using. This is so rough for Soin now. Was supply blocked for a while. Massive, massive damage. With basically only summons, he lost the Fiend, okay. Devotion Aura, super sweet. But that's about it, I think. 1-0 took the momentum with the first fight on LR. And since then has not let go. Tier 3 will be finished soon. He still holds on to the Greater Mana. Lich will come in. Creeping speed is excellent too. The only thing that could work is like hero focus. But without a level TC, that's rough, man. He didn't get anything with that Hex build, right? So you commit to Hex, it helps a little with creeping, but you really want to get Fiends and a Town Portal maybe with it. It's a creeping fiesta at this point. But 1-0 will gladly take this. Lich needs a few levels, I guess, and then he's ready. So it's not too far behind. But I just don't see it, man. Oh, this timing was glorious. What's the Shadow Hunter doing there? Huh? Clearly in control. Replenishment potion for after the fight. Big mana potion for in the fight. So in late game we'll have 3 auras, which is big. But the confidence of 1-2-0. Like, hey man, I'm doing this creep, if you like it or not. Try to prevent me from doing it, but you know it, brother. This is not gonna happen for you. You can have the item, I don't need it. Nice silence! Oh man, TC was about to jump. And now he's down to 10% HP. He's still getting chased without a stomp opening. You just can't fight. It's too much damage. You need to get the little damage in. You need to lower the DPS of the undead army. Wow, 666 silence. It's relatively simple, right? Like silence the TC as soon as he runs in. But there's so many things to do. Nuke the raiders, dispel the wolves, prevent the TC. Soin is trying to fake this with an illusion. Now he's crossing. That was such a nice move. Silent ends up on the illusion. Wow, what a cool fake. I doubt that this will save him in the long run. Except, oh, Storm, Chain Lightning! The hero kill almost! And he wanted that big kill. Gets a Fiend in the Town Portal instead. Oh, sweet. This felt like... What's it called? An attack of 2 strikers in an anime football game. The way they crossed there. Okay, so it maybe can still get something done here. Levels are of course looking good.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I felt Soin was underwhelming, and then he comes up with good solutions in the fights. Still, if I had to bet, I would go with 1-0, but not without chances. Expo seems up. Yep, it is. Looked like the observer sent the Fiend back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just Fiend statues heroes. All it takes. But Soin claims shop control. Mana potion, invo potion. Another Fiend dead. Slowly but steady. Soin fights his way back after Gruesome fights. Now he doesn't have illusions anymore, though. And yeah, can you connect with the storm? Nope. Silence again, focus again, but breaks through with the invul. Not the greatest connection, I feel, but if he takes out fiends, that's fine. But dust settles. And from now on, this is good for Soin. If there's even trades, always good for Soin. As he has the expansion up, can easily replace everything. Silences again, this time no invul. That's kind of a useless TC for a bit. Yeah, and Soin seems like he's taking the lead. Or he got the lead for quite some time. But he is closing it out this time, really. Going for the DK again. Was a little bit of healing. And now there's no dust anymore. Burrow can really come in hard. Lich needs a couple of levels. Same goes for the TC to be really competitive. And he's trying to chip away with headhunter kills, which is the way. No Nova anymore, no Coil anymore. Can't commit the potion, which he did for that kill. But yeah, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The fights are even. Relatively even. And Soin got the expo running. And I really like that he continues to brawl constantly. To just keep 1-0 away from the expansion, never give him the chance to send like 6 skeletons to that expo and harass it. If there's no silence, he's in deep trouble, but there is. By the way, what a design flaw to have that silence icon below the HP bars. Nice nuke again, but he always has the gold for a heal potion now, and as long as you have a heal potion and heal wave, you should be fine. At some point there's no silence anymore, and then you get stomps like this. Oh, that was beauty. Headhunter Concave looks like nice. Maybe he's a little overcommitting to that hurt fiend instead of just distributing the damage a little better. Hex, focus fire, that Dark Ranger is toast. No coil anymore apparently. Heal wave is there for the Shadow Hunter, and Soin playing this so smart. The skeleton blocks the ledge. Oh, how unfortunate. For him you got the coil, huh? Not for the Dark Ranger. There's clearly a priority for 1-2-0. Invul potion saves him for a little bit. Wonder if Soin is committing too much to heroes here. He wanted to close it out. Got a little too greedy. And that was the way to kill more headhunters. But the hero kill, of course, waits hard on the undead. Kodo Beast comes forward, being sniped pretty much immediately. There's no mana on the Shadow Hunter anymore. This fight could actually turn around. The TC is in a world of trouble. So is the Lich. Fiend shots arrive, not enough. Whoo, so close. What a fight this is. The focus fires are not perfect by 1-0, but seemingly enough. Dark Ranger's back, no mana. Who's running out of steam first? Both with very, very little mana. TC though. Oh no! He had the mana, but he's dead again! Dark Ranger might be saved with an invul. Exactly, the Farseer hits the deck. 2 to that counter focus. And 1-2-0 again with the better fights. Whoa, 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 whoa. Overextension. He wanted the hero kill. He wanted the hero kill so bad. And this is how you win. Feels bad for Soin. He clawed his way back into this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
And then he got greedy. Then he got overconfident. eer0 syndrome for Soin. But he's a fighter. He got a decent position. But he's also facing 5, 4, 3 undead heroes and a bunch of skeletons. Decent opening, but there's no mana on the TC anymore. It's getting nuked. Feels like he's made out of paper when the nuke comes in. This is one kill after the next. And the Dark Ranger Black Arrow Focus Fire is getting a lot better for 1-0. You can't tell me otherwise that he's inspired by Happy. Foggy versus 1-0 tomorrow for breakfast. I don't mind. Want to talk about balance? No, want to talk about decision making and player mistakes instead. Invo potion, here we go. But TC is already at 50%. Gets a double kill on the Fiends, that's nice.
The player's forces are under attack.
So brutal. In these opening seconds of the fights, 1-0 is just so clearly better. TC is shut down, either with silence or with a nuke, or both ideally. Boom, there we go. Level 5 Dark Ranger. Exceptional. Well done, 1-0. I don't praise him too often. No! I don't praise him too often, but that looked good. That looked way better than the group stage, for example. Where, like his games against Sock, I think it was, didn't like it at all. But here, this matchup, he's always been so great at this matchup. Felt he was a little bit behind, took some time to get into the series. But clear 2-0s here so far. Our semi-final is Foggy versus 1-0. And man, that's a banger. Foggy, one of the best Night Elf versus Undead players in the world against 1-0. And I think he has a clear shot. Yeah, it's a best of 5. But he has a good preparation against 1-0 at WGL. And 1-0's worst matchup is clearly versus Night Elf. So I think he is able to take it. Seeing Foggy in the grand final of Yule 2 would be quite something, man. It wouldn't surprise me too much from his performance here. He comes in so well prepared. It's scary. Updating Wikipedia to show you the bracket real quick. And yeah, this means we get a non-Korean mirror in the finals. We had 1 Chinese and 1 Ukrainian. And 6 Koreans. So the chances for a Korean final, of course, kind of good. But no. So far, 2 Koreans losing. This will change, as we have 4 Koreans left. And this is our bracket for the rest of the tournament. Foggy versus 1-0 tomorrow. And the second semifinal will be filled now. Focus versus Linden and Orc Mirror. And then Sock versus Lawlight in the other quarterfinal. This means we could get for the 3rd time in a row all 3 races represented in a semifinal. For that, Sock has to win. We'll see if it goes this way. We go into a little bit of a break. Feel free to check out the About section for ways to support us here. We are on a 19-day grind or 21-day grind or something Warcraft every day here at Back to Warcraft. If you want to reward us for that, there's multiple ways: subscriptions, donations, merchandise, Patreon. Just check it out, and then we're gonna be back with Focus versus Lin next.